Hey, what is going on guys, Rogner here, welcome back to another video. Gotham Knights is just around the corner. I played the heck out of it, and in today's video I want to go over some of the biggest tips and tricks that you should definitely know as a beginner. But before that, as usual, a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel would be super awesome. So let's begin with the combat system, because first of all we have to master the basics in order to be able to get to more advanced things, and also because the combat system is connected in many ways with other aspects of the game. Ambush takedowns and silent takedowns are a must if you want to make the most out of your combats. Much easier to handle the fights if you quickly get rid of some of your enemies first. How to perform silent takedowns is pretty straightforward. You have to approach your victim from behind or above and press Q on your keyboard. Ambush takedowns work exactly the same way. Place yourself above or behind your victim and you just need to press the attack button, which should be the left click if you are playing on PC. After you engage in a close combat fight, of course you'll also need to master perfect evades and perfect attacks. Now, the way you do a perfect evade is to dodge the attack in exactly the last moment before the enemy touches you by pressing the space button on your keyboard, and the way you do the perfect attack is to immediately use the attack button after you successfully dodge the attack. This will knock back the victim, giving you more space to face the other gang members, and also will load your momentum bar faster, which will be very useful because momentum abilities are very strong. Heavy attacks are also important, both ranged heavy attacks and melee heavy attacks, because it's the only way you can block the defense of certain enemies. To perform this, just hold the attack button. Momentum skills, like I've said, are very useful and strong. Now, the way you load them is by hitting your enemies with ranged or melee attacks. As soon as the bar is fully loaded, you can use your momentum skills. You'll have to complete challenges and advance through the game to unlock those abilities, so definitely pay attention to the challenges menu. Time strikes are the last component of our combat tips and tricks section. The way it works, at least for Red Hood, you'll have to press Q and fire at your victim, but before the bullet touches him, you quickly press it again. This way you will have extra shots, so that means a lot more damage and also your momentum bar loading much faster than usual. And this brings us to the next topic, which is the bonus rewards. When you start a mission or a side quest, you will have the opportunity to earn more XP and resources if you also complete side objectives. And guess what? Most of the times those side objectives are asking you to perform the combat tips that we previously discussed about. So I would highly recommend doing this because it will pay off in the long term and you will also master the game much faster. Keep in mind that you will constantly get new item blueprints, so you will need those resources in order to craft new gear that will help you face your enemies more easily. Whenever you find yourself overwhelmed by enemies, hold F to use the smoke bomb and immediately climb above your enemies. This will give you more time and space to rethink your strategy and probably perform some ambush attacks and restore the balance in your favor. Next, we have the Knighthood skill tree, which I would suggest unlocking as fast as you can. Even before investing ability points in the skill tree, it will give you a unique traversal method that's unique for each character, which will help you traverse the city and reach your objective points much faster. The way you unlock the Knighthood skill tree is to simply complete this challenge mission, and you will do it by completing the side missions or the story missions anyway. What you'll also want to do is to scan the environment for chests, collectibles and gang members that you can interrogate to gain more intel about the criminal activities in the city. Usually those gang members are marked with a question mark above their head. Whenever you have a side quest, a quest or a small criminal activity, make sure you scan the environment and find those chests that can give you even legendary items but also lots of resources. Doing this in the long term will provide you sufficient materials to craft new items throughout your playthrough. Not only that, but by making the habit of scanning the environment, you will also find a lot of collectibles along the way, which unlock certain rewards. Secret chases were hidden by Bruce all around the city, and they can provide valuable resources and blueprints. Whenever you see one of these on the map, go finish the side quest by passing through the indicated marks in the time limit provided, and finally just go to the indicated location to collect your reward. Probably would be a good idea to complete these side missions only when you reached a higher level, because the blueprints level you'll get will be the same same as yours and it would be a shame to waste them at a low level. Traveling fast around the environment is also important in Gotham Knights since we have criminal activities and missions scattered all around the map, so I would highly recommend unlocking all these fast travel points on the map. You can do that by simply scanning the drones, usually it's 3 of them for each fast travel point, and you'll be able to fast travel in any district of the Gotham City much easier. The drones that you scan have a shield that protects them from being scanned, so the only moment you can scan them is when they land on the charging stations. It takes a little bit of patience in some cases, but it will definitely save you a lot of time. If you stumble across time trials and heroic travels, which are marked with these signs on the map, definitely take some time to finish them because they will unlock you some new color themes for your bat cycle, and you can further customize your knight. You just need to pass through the indicated marks in the provided time frame, and that's all. And some final bonus tips and tricks: always keep an eye on the challenges section because there are some nice rewards waiting for you. Follow the instructions and get what's yours. Also important is to know that fighting police will not earn you any XP or resources, so try avoiding those useless battles at all. Enemies targeting you with a light laser can be interrupted with regular attacks, while the ones with the red lasers cannot be interrupted. The last thing that I would highly recommend, because it's a mistake that I made myself, is to carefully check the skill trees before making any decision, because each one in particular is more suitable to a certain playing style that maybe you don't like. Moreover, you won't be able to gather enough ability points to unlock all the skill trees, so it's better to study first because otherwise you will feel it, especially in the end game. So this was all for today's video. Gotham Knights is finally here and I'm very happy about it because I waited for this game for at least 1 year. It's a lot of fun that you can have, very nice blended with nice visual effects and combos, and I wish you guys lots of fun. Thank you again for watching this video. Totally let me know in the comment section down below what's your favorite character, and see you all in the next video.